Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Happy New Year, everybody. In today's late season matchup, we have two teams who have victory on their minds. It's the Chargers going up against the Titans.
We welcome all of you to Nissan Stadium on the banks of the Cumberland River in downtown Nashville, Tennessee. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Tennessee Titans. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Now a play fake here on first down. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Second and just 1. Operating from the gun, Williamson. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's third.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. From the gun on third down, Williamson going down the middle, and it's complete. A good pickup there of 22. And on this first drive, looks like they want to get that vertical passing game going early.
And they did, and what a warning shot they just fired. If you're not going to back up and play coverage deep, we're going to attack you all game long. And once you adjust to that and you start to back off, then that opens things up underneath. A really nice start for them. Great way to get the game going.
On first down, Williamson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Vasquez. A very solid gain of 27. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season opener opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. If I had missed him, it would have been a different story. Long night.
And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop. Back to the air on second down. Williamson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They were ball hawks last week. They had a trio of interceptions on defense. In the first drive, they pick up right where they left off. They're creating quite a reputation for themselves, aren't they? And sometimes what happens is when they know that the defense can take the ball away, as they saw the previous week, now you try too hard to not let them take it away, and you force yourself into errors.
they've intimidated them in a sense and gotten the ball from them.
The center receiver in motion to the left. This is Coleman, and he will lose yardage here back to his own 6. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Well, the person carrying the ball is always the easy target when things aren't going so well, but I think it's a combination with the Chargers. They've got to get the offensive line going in order to improve those numbers from last year. They weren't very good running it, partner.
No, they were bottom of the AFC, second to last in the entire NFL. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. 1 yard officially on the pickup, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 11.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Play action. They'll throw. Got a man. It's complete. Williams. And they're going to get this one up past the 25. And a nice gain of 21 yards. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
Yeah, we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got the turnover. We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
Here's Coleman. And an alley to run. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. Past the 20. Touchdown, L.A. Tevin Coleman, his first touchdown on the year. And the Chargers have taken a first-quarter lead. And with his speed, if he just finds the slightest crease, he can take it the distance like he did there.
How about the leverage up front? Offensive line out-leveraging the defensive front to create that space, that crease that he was looking for. And once he hits open field, he's going to be very difficult to catch and corral.
The punter Kaiser now out to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. Even though they might not find the number 1 seed next to their name come playoff time, there's not going to be very many teams, if any, entering the playoffs on the kind of run they're on. They're hot.
And I love that word, hot, because every team in the league wants to go into the playoffs on that uptick. Because a lot of the time you serve notice to the rest of the league that, hey, we're the team you need to deal with. We're the team that's going to be a real problem for you. And if they can continue this streak, they could very well be that team and gain that confidence that they're seeking as they head to the playoffs.
And confidence, that's the word I would use from our meetings with them. They said we're playing our best football right now. It is showing. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Fresh set of downs here. They'll need to get the play off quickly. They go play action here on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
There's so much precision in an offense, especially when you're throwing the ball. And in an out route, Plenty of it. How about the quarterback hitting his back foot, balls out of his hands, receiver making his break, making his cut. He's got to time up perfectly. Not always easy to do.
Just let him a little too much.
Yeah, I remember back in the good old days, I was talking to a quarterback, and he said everything they did was on the count system. So when he took a snap, he counted in his head for certain routes, different time frames for each one, and he knew if the ball wasn't out of his hand at that point, he'd better eat it because the play was dead.
And he comes back with one complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The Titans efficient passing on this drive. There's another first down. So the offense lining up 1st and 10. From the gun, Williamson. He's going to sling this deep downfield. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off inside the 5.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Meanwhile, taking a look at what's going on in KC. And the Raiders have jumped out to an early lead over the Chiefs. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. And not great starting field position here for the offense. They begin the drive with Coleman. And they'll get him down up past the 15. They were looking for a cushion from that end zone. He gave it to him, 15 big yards. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, knock it loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
They'll look to throw here on first down. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. 4 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it 2nd down. Back now to begin the second quarter with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's the Chargers here with a football. They've got it 2nd and 6 to start things out. They'll run it now out of the gun. And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Nice job there defensively on 3rd down. Not only did they string the play out, but they didn't allow any room for a cutback. Really well organized on the defensive side.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And not too much going there as he'll get it up to the 23-yard line. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. To punt it away on 4th down, here's Drew Kaiser. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Titan offense now as they make their way back onto the field. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? And maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But it looked like the Titans were able to recover, and indeed they will keep possession of the ball.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
And now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So after nearly turning it over, new life here for the offense on second down. Operating from the gun, Williamson. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Let's go. Over. Gone. Back to Detroit. Switch.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Williamson. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2.
Now this is where field awareness comes into play. He's getting perilously close to his own goal line, and after that sack, backed up to his own 2.
On now is the Titans punter. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. Let's take it inside his own 40. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. Play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He's airing it out for Williams. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, helped force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10.
No. Check. All right, here we go.
Looking to throw. On the screen, this is Coleman. Room to run inside the 40. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Clock running under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Hurry up, here we go.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Here to his running back. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath, they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. In motion left comes Williams. Two minutes to go here in the first half. Back to Tennessee after this. To throw now on first down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. No gain on the screen there. It's second down. So nothing there on the screen that time.
That means all that great acting they tried on offense went for naught, didn't it? Because you have to try and influence them. Make them think that you're doing something else. Make them think that they can get to the passer by letting them by and then setting up the screen and getting downfield. Didn't happen at all. Give a lot of credit to the defense for not tumbling to that one.
Williams, a man in motion right. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's got a man, it's Williams. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 5 at the 4. In the red zone this time. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so. And one of my favorite coaches used to say, son, if you could darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my best power running play with my best back right now.
It's Coleman here. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. The second quarter score from KC. Raiders continuing to roll. They have opened their lead even further. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and goal. They will run again with Coleman. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown line. Los Angeles. Tevin Coleman as the first half is winding down. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead. And he's got it to make it now 13-0. The punter Kaiser now out to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense now, they get ready to do battle again here. I would say they went 3 and out last time, but actually they didn't even get to 3 and out. Still a strange decision to us here in the booth.
Yeah, let's hope they don't go 1 and out, but maybe, possibly, let's try and think with them here. Try to play field position maybe, turn the ball over, put it in the hands of their defense. Who knows?
You're a nice man. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls when you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it is going to be 15 yards.
On 1st and 10, Williamson. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. The final shot before break. Williamson, he's going to wind up and air it out. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. So we've reached halftime here on New Year's Eve. As we'll send you down to Orlando as we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry? So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this third quarter. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Come on, let's go!
And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
3 yards remaining here on 2nd down.
Detroit! Detroit! Set! 3-19!
Now this time he'll look to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's third down. Still searching for that first interception in this game and down on the scoreboard. Remember, they won last week, and a big reason why they had 3 picks.
And one characteristic I've always noticed about great defenses is that they want to be the ones that have a huge impact on the game and actually lead their teams to victory. So you just noted 3 interceptions last week and they won. A little extra pressure that they're feeling right now because they haven't gotten those interceptions in this game, and they're losing.
Detroit! Detroit! Gone! All right, now, look at 56. Here we go, 56.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
Now, that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, here we go. Green, 39! Green, 39!
Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. Here's Drew Kaiser now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. So a change of possession here on the punt, and it'll be Titan football. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back for the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out if that's going to happen. But the first part worked to perfection. Did exactly what they wanted, and now their offense has to pay it off.
See if they can get the latter 50%. And a quick throw here, that's complete. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
Looking to throw on second down. Williamson. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. Play clock winding down. On third down, Williamson. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. It's a gain of 5, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
On now is the Titans punter, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. He'll field this at the 5. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. Now the Chargers offensive unit ready to see what they can do here.
This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35.
14 yards is the pickup there, and a Charger 1st down.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Being chased out left. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
An update now from down in Houston. And the Texans, they have scored again and moved in front by a couple of touchdowns. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses.
Here we go. Green, 39. Over. Here we go now. Blue, 90. Over.
They'll look to throw here. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they've managed to get it done.
A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Titans will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over 1st and 10. The Titan offense now working their way back onto the field. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now.
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
Throwing on 1st down. Williamson. And he's got his man on the out route. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a 1st down.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
Time running out here on the play clock. On first down, Williamson. He's going to look deep down the field. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
Throwing again. Williamson. He sets to fire deep. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
The Titans on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
All right, here we go. Detroit! Detroit!
From the gun, Williamson. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. The Titans efficient passing on this drive. There's another first down. Back now in Nashville. It's Titan football here as they trail to begin the 4th quarter. Off play action. Williamson. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Vasquez. 11 more on that one and another first down. Even though this offense doesn't have a single point to its name, they're not totally out of this game yet. A touchdown here, they could be in business.
And how about that last play? Now they've got momentum going, so you know I'm a big advocate. Get back on the line of scrimmage. Throw another play at them while you've got them rocked on their heels.
Back down in Philly. Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90. Watch it now, Barney. Barney.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. The play clock's running down. On 1st and 10, Williamson. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. So 2nd and 10 here.
Watch time. Tight end right. Set. Green 39. Green 39.
Off the play fake. Williamson. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
The Titans on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 17.
Now let's go. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Over.
Operating from the gun. Williamson. And he's going to go down again.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Green 39.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And that is incomplete. Incomplete. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on fourth down. And the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position. And the Chargers coming out of the field now.
They were forced to punt last time, and I doubt sincerely that they'll have to punt here because they're gifted with terrific field position.
I don't even want to think about the idea that they would end up punting starting with this type of field position. Neither do they. Great starting spot. Great opportunity to run your full playbook. They want to take a shot here, they can go ahead and do it.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. In motion left comes Williams. Coleman now. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Under 4 to play now. Clock running. Third down.
Set. Green 39. Green 39. No. Check. Patriot.
Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. The Chargers on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 14. Now back to throw. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Charger first. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this fourth quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Here we go now. 319. 319.
They'll toss it to Coleman. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. And in this situation with the lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
It's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Coleman. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
No. Check. Patriot.
And the wideout in motion. Now they'll run it on the toss. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. And a long way to go for the offense here on second down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's third down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
The tight end, Henry, here in motion. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be fourth down.
This offense really put themselves in a tough spot on first and second down and needing long yardage to try and pick up a first down, and they ended up getting a great run. Explosive, picked up nice yardage. You don't expect to be in this situation on fourth down, but guess what? It all started with what happened on first and second down. Really put them behind the 8 ball.
Instead of making them earn it on fourth, they jump and give them the first.
I love the way you just phrased that. Didn't really have to earn it, did they? Bad discipline on the defensive side of the ball.
And here we go on first and goal. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard that time, second and goal.
Now that was a good job by the defense swarming to the football. And you know it's no cinch that you're going to be able to get the ball into the end zone against them. They're number 2 against the run. So what's an offensive coordinator to do? Check your playlist.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he will get in across the chalk for a Chargers touchdown. A great effort there. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead. And they'll get set here looking for the 2-point conversion. They're going to run it left. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. And they're able to ground it in there on the 2-point try. And you and I were talking before the game that 2-point conversions from the 15-16 season, what has changed, what hasn't changed, partner?
Yeah, I'll tell you what's changed is just your normal strategy, because now you're either kicking the football with the ball on the 15-yard line, or if you decide to go for 2, they put it on the 2-yard line. So what are you thinking as a coach? Do I risk it? Do I go for it here? Do I try and gain a strategic advantage and maybe go for 2 early? That's what people are wondering about.
Throwing on first down. Williamson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down. Definitely desperation time. This just looks like, hey, throw it down there. Hope that your guy can make a play.
You want him to make a play, but if not, maybe you get a pass interference call. And you know in the NFL, that's a spot foul. You get all of that yardage. That would be a big play.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. Now a handoff looking right. Room here to run. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. First down. Williamson. He's going to let it fly. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off inside the 5. And a big turnover there as as his guys will get the football back. The Chargers offense gets set. They head back onto the field. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. That one looks like he'll throw here. Quick hitter here, it's complete. The reception good for 7. It's third down. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. The Chargers on third down, 5 out of 9 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Detroit! Detroit! Now let's go!
They'll look to throw. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. The storyline in this one, Charles, no doubt the number 0. Zilch, nada. A shutout so hard to do in the NFL.
It really is. And what an accomplishment, because you feel that not just on the defensive side, but as a full team. There's a lot of pride that goes into shutting out an opponent. And how about that 0 on the scoreboard for them, going along with those zeros in the time column, too.
So for our visitors, a final win here means they'll finish off the regular season at a solid 13-3. And now they'll await the final seeding for the playoffs ahead. Meanwhile, for Tennessee, despite the loss, they're going to finish the campaign at a sterling 13-3. And they'll get their shot at playoff football as they'll be on the road next week as a wild card. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we sign off from Nashville.